Welcome, dear Stoic Becoming Adventures. Nice to have you back. Ever feel like life's throwing you curveballs faster than you can dodge them? Like your mind's a runaway train, your emotions are a roller coaster, and you're just along for the ride. Don't stress, the Stoics have been there. These ancient philosophers were like the original life coaches, figuring out ways to navigate chaos and find inner peace. As Marcus Aurelius put it, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. In today's video, we're continuing our self-development series from previous episodes. If you're new here or missed the last one, you can check out all the episodes in the playlist that will pop up at the end of this video. These lessons aren't just educational content. They're a daily, all-encompassing approach to life. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. If you're digging this series, show some love by liking the video and dropping a "keep it up" in the comments below. In this video, we're not just dusting off old philosophy books. We're diving into how Stoicism can be your ultimate toolkit for mastering your mind, taming your emotions, and living a life that's truly epic. Stoicism offers practical wisdom that has stood the test of time, providing us with tools to remain calm amidst chaos, to find clarity in confusion, and to cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. We'll explore how these ancient principles can be applied to modern challenges, helping you to lead a more focused, intentional, and fulfilling life. 1. You don't have to stay on top of everything. The ancient Stoics had a different perspective, believing that true happiness comes from within, not from external circumstances. They emphasized focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and values, and accepting what we can't control, other people's opinions, the news cycle, and the latest trends. Marcus Aurelius put it well. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. To break free from the FOMO frenzy, we need to redefine success. It's not about keeping up with the Joneses or having the most followers on Instagram. It's about living a life true to our values, pursuing our passions, and making a positive impact on the world. We should prioritize what matters most, our family, friends, health, and hobbies, focusing our time and energy on those things. Setting boundaries is crucial, learning to say no to things that don't align with our values or goals. It's okay to miss out on some things. Practicing mindfulness helps us pay attention to the present moment without judgment, becoming more aware of our thoughts and feelings, and letting go of the fear of missing out. Cultivating gratitude by appreciating what we have each day, rather than focusing on what we lack, can be as simple as writing down 3 things we're grateful for each morning or evening. Many people find that taking regular breaks from social media and technology helps reduce stress, improve mood, and reconnect with the real world. The slow living movement advocates for slowing down, simplifying life and focusing on what truly matters, such as decluttering our homes, spending more time in nature, or saying no to commitments that don't bring joy. Mindful travel involves being present, savoring experiences, and connecting with the local culture, enjoying the journey rather than rushing from one tourist attraction to the next. You don't have to stay on top of everything. Trying to do so leads to burnout and unhappiness. By redefining success, prioritizing what matters, setting boundaries, practicing mindfulness, and cultivating gratitude, we can break free from the FOMO frenzy and create a life that is more meaningful, fulfilling, and joyful. As Seneca said, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. 2. For the hot-headed man and woman, let's talk about anger. Not the righteous kind that fuels social justice movements, but the kind that makes you see red, clench your fists, and say things you later regret. We're talking about the hot-headedness that can ruin relationships, sabotage careers, and leave you feeling like a steaming pressure cooker. In today's world, anger is almost inevitable. We're constantly confronted with road rage, political polarization, and social media trolls, which can make even the calmest person lose their temper. But here's a crucial point. Anger isn't just an emotion. It's a habit that can be broken. The ancient philosophers were well aware of anger's destructive power, seeing it as temporary madness and a corrosive poison. As Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, wisely said, Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. So, how can we control our anger and develop a more serene, balanced temperament? First, identify what triggers your anger. Is it traffic, rude remarks, or feeling ignored? By pinpointing these triggers, you can anticipate them and create strategies to handle them effectively. Knowing what causes your anger can give you a significant advantage. Second, when you feel anger rising, pause and take deep breaths. This helps calm your nervous system and provides a moment to distance yourself from your emotions. Remember, the goal is to respond thoughtfully, not react impulsively. This pause is crucial for gaining control over your actions. Third, change your perspective. Anger often comes from a skewed perception of reality, where we overemphasize events, personalize others' actions, and predict disastrous outcomes. By adjusting our viewpoint, we can see situations more clearly and rationally. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, aptly noted, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." By challenging our initial reactions and considering alternative interpretations, we can lessen our anger. Fourth, practice empathy. Try to understand things from the other person's perspective. What might they be experiencing? What led them to act this way? By developing empathy, we can reduce our anger and increase our understanding, recognizing that others' actions are often about their own struggles, not us. Fifth, find healthy ways to express anger. It doesn't just vanish, it needs an outlet. This could mean talking to a friend, writing in a journal, exercising, or engaging in creative activities. Physical exercise in particular can be a great way to release pent-up frustration. Let's look at some real-life examples. Consider the road rage warrior. Instead of shouting at the driver who cut you off, take a deep breath and remind yourself they might be having a tough day. Or think about the keyboard warrior. Before you send that angry tweet or comment, think if it's worth it. Will it make a difference or just add more negativity? And the frustrated parent. When your kids are driving you nuts, take a break. Go for a walk or do something to de-stress, then return to the situation with a calmer mind. The key point is that while anger is a natural emotion, it doesn't have to control us. By recognizing our triggers, pausing and breathing, reframing our perspective, practicing empathy and finding healthy outlets, we can manage our tempers and create a more peaceful, joyful life. Anger isn't something to eliminate entirely, but to understand and manage. 3. A proper frame of mind. Let's delve into the concept of mindset, not just the positive vibes-only type, but a practical approach that helps us navigate life's challenges with grace, resilience, and a sense of opportunity. Cultivating a mental framework that interprets setbacks as opportunities for growth and life as an exciting journey is crucial for personal development. Imagine your mind as a pair of glasses. The clarity of these lenses determines how you perceive the world. If they're clouded with negativity or pessimism, life may appear daunting and filled with insurmountable obstacles. However, an optimistic and growth-oriented mindset allows us to view challenges as stepping stones to success and personal fulfillment. William James eloquently noted that altering our attitudes can profoundly transform our lives, underscoring the importance of mindset adjustment. So, how do we go about cultivating this proper frame of mind? Firstly, it involves challenging assumptions that limit our potential, thereby opening ourselves to new perspectives and previously unseen possibilities. Secondly, practicing gratitude becomes essential as it shifts our focus from what we lack to appreciating the abundance already present in our lives. Thirdly, embracing challenges as opportunities for learning and resilience building helps us grow stronger and more capable. Martin Seligman's insight into optimism reminds us that it isn't about denying reality, but about consciously choosing to focus on the positives even amidst adversity. Lastly, practicing self-compassion is crucial. Treating ourselves with kindness and understanding during times of mistakes or setbacks fosters emotional resilience and self-worth. In real-world scenarios, these principles manifest powerfully. Consider the optimist who unexpectedly loses their job. They view it not just as a setback, but as an opportunity to reassess career paths and explore new ventures. Similarly, the entrepreneur facing business challenges doesn't dwell on failures but learns from them, adapts strategies and perseveres towards their goals. Even the cancer survivor, amidst the toughest battles, finds strength in focusing on the support received, the lessons learned, and the opportunity to cherish each day. Cultivating a proper frame of mind isn't something we're born with. It's a practice that requires deliberate effort and a willingness to challenge our own thinking patterns. By consciously adjusting our mental lenses, we reshape our worldview, leading to a more joyful, fulfilling, and resilient life. As Epictetus wisely stated, it's not what happens to us, but how we choose to respond, that ultimately defines our journey. 4. The source of your anxiety into the topic of anxiety, not just the occasional nervousness, but the intense, heart-pounding kind that can overwhelm and paralyze. This type of anxiety can disrupt sleep, strain relationships, and hinder personal success. Anxiety is pervasive in today's world, akin to the common cold in mental health. It seems to affect more and more people each day. In our modern age of constant stimulation, information overload, and pervasive uncertainty, our minds are constantly on high alert, scanning for potential threats, whether real or perceived. Anxiety isn't merely an emotion, it's a learned pattern of thinking and reacting. The ancient Stoics, such as Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, offered insights into its roots, suggesting that anxiety often arises from our attachments to outcomes beyond our control, be it the future, others' opinions, or external events. As Epictetus famously remarked, people are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them. In essence, it's our interpretations of events that fuel anxiety, not the events themselves. So, how can we address the root causes of anxiety and find calm amidst the storm? Firstly, it involves identifying our fears. What exactly are we afraid of? Is it failure, rejection, or inadequacy? Once we pinpoint these fears, we can begin to challenge them and develop strategies to manage them effectively. Secondly, challenging our thoughts is crucial. Our anxious thoughts are often based on assumptions rather than concrete evidence. By questioning and replacing negative thoughts with more balanced perspectives, we can reduce anxiety's grip on our minds. Furthermore, focusing on the present moment is instrumental in managing anxiety. Anxiety frequently stems from ruminating about the future or dwelling on past mistakes. Practicing mindfulness through techniques like meditation or deep breathing helps anchor us in the present reality, alleviating anxiety's power over us. Taking proactive steps is also essential. Whether it's preparing thoroughly for a daunting task or addressing concerns in a relationship, action empowers us and diminishes anxiety's hold. In practical terms, consider how these strategies play out in everyday life. For instance, before a nerve-wracking job interview, thorough preparation and positive visualization can mitigate anxiety. Similarly, individuals grappling with social anxiety can gradually expose themselves to social situations, starting with small steps like joining clubs or attending group activities aligned with their interests. Chronic worriers benefit from journaling, therapy, or mindfulness practices to manage persistent anxieties about the future. In conclusion, while anxiety is a prevalent human experience, it need not dictate our lives. By understanding its origins, challenging our thought patterns, staying present, and taking proactive steps, we can effectively manage anxiety and cultivate a more serene and fulfilling life. As Seneca wisely observed, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality, highlighting the transformative power of our mindset in overcoming anxiety's grip on our well-being. 5. On being invincible. Let's explore the concept of being invincible, not in terms of superhero powers or physical immunity, but in cultivating a mental and emotional resilience that empowers us to navigate life's challenges with grace, courage, and unwavering strength. Many of us want to believe we're invincible, immune to life's hardships. However, reality often serves as setbacks, disappointments, and even tragedies that can shake our identity and leave us feeling shattered. True invincibility, though, isn't about avoiding pain. It's about confronting it directly, learning from it, and emerging stronger. The ancient Stoics, such as Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, understood this principle well. They taught that genuine strength originates from within, the ability to govern our thoughts, emotions, and actions even amid adversity. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." So, how do we cultivate this Stoic shield of invincibility? Firstly, embracing adversity is key. Rather than seeing challenges as obstacles, view them as opportunities for personal growth. Every hardship faced builds resilience and reveals inner strengths we may not have known existed. Secondly, focus on what you can control. While we can't dictate every circumstance in life, we always have the power to choose our attitudes, thoughts, and responses. This shift in focus empowers us and reduces feelings of helplessness. Thirdly, practice amor fati, the love of fate. This ancient Stoic concept encourages us to accept all experiences, both favorable and unfavorable, as integral parts of our life's journey. Embracing amor fati allows us to find meaning and purpose even in life's most challenging moments. Fourthly, cultivate virtue. Stoic philosophy emphasizes virtues like courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance as essential for a fulfilling life. By embodying these virtues, we develop a strong moral compass and live with integrity and purpose. Lastly, recognize and tap into your inner strength. We all possess reservoirs of inner resilience, often untapped. By harnessing these inner resources, we can overcome obstacles, achieve our aspirations, and live a life that exemplifies true invincibility. Consider these principles in action. Imagine a resilient athlete who, after a career-threatening injury, dedicates themselves to rehabilitation, adjusts their training regimen, and returns stronger than before. Picture a courageous activist confronting opposition, threats, and adversity, yet remaining steadfast in their commitment to their cause. Envision a survivor of trauma who refuses to be defined by their past, seeking healing, supporting others, and transforming personal pain into a source of strength. In essence, being invincible isn't about avoiding life's challenges. It's about developing a mindset and resilience that allow us to confront challenges with courage, grace, and unwavering determination. As Friedrich Nietzsche aptly stated, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Discover your purpose, embrace challenges as opportunities, and become the invincible hero of your own life's narrative. 6. Steady your impulses. The realm of impulses, not the impulse buys online or the urge to binge watch, but those split-second reactions that often lead us astray. In today's world, we're bombarded with stimuli that trigger these impulses. Ads promising instant gratification, social media distractions, and incessant notifications demanding our immediate attention. It's like riding a roller coaster of constant stimulation with our impulses at the helm. However, impulses are often driven by emotions rather than logic, making them prone to irrationality and short-term thinking. Acting on these impulses can lead to regrets, strained relationships, and thwarted goals. The ancient philosophers such as Socrates and Aristotle recognized the perils of unchecked impulses. They emphasized the importance of self-control and moderation in guiding our actions towards virtue and lasting happiness. Socrates famously said, "The unexamined life is not worth living," and we could extend this to say, "The unexamined impulse is not worth following." So how can we hit the brakes on our impulses and cultivate a more deliberate way of living? Firstly, pause and reflect when you feel an impulse surfacing. Instead of immediately acting on it, take a moment to breathe deeply and consider its consequences. Ask yourself if this aligns with your long-term goals and values, and if there might be a better way to respond. Secondly, identify the underlying need driving your impulse. Often impulses arise from unmet needs, like the need for connection, validation, or pleasure. By pinpointing these needs, you can seek healthier and more sustainable ways to fulfill them. Thirdly, practice delayed gratification, a cornerstone of self-control. Rather than giving in to every impulse, practice patience and work steadily towards your goals. As the saying goes, good things come to those who wait. Fourthly, cultivate mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment without judgment. By becoming more aware of your thoughts and impulses, you can consciously choose how to respond to them, rather than reacting impulsively. Lastly, replace impulsive behaviors with healthier habits. If impulse shopping is a challenge, create a budget and stick to it. If emotional outbursts are common, incorporate relaxation techniques like yoga or meditation into your daily routine. In essence, impulses are a natural part of being human, but they need not dictate our actions. Through reflection, identifying needs, delaying gratification, mindfulness, and building healthy habits, we can steady our impulses and make intentional choices. As Aristotle wisely said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. By cultivating habits of mindfulness and self-control, we can navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and purpose. 7. Don't seek out strife. Let's delve into the topic of drama, not the scripted entertainment on TV, but the unnecessary conflicts, petty arguments, and draining disputes that can disrupt our lives and relationships. Whether it's the coworker who loves gossip, the friend who constantly has crises, or the family member who thrives on conflict, drama can be exhausting and detrimental. Some people seem to attract drama like magnets, reveling in conflict and chaos wherever they go. However, even if you're not naturally drawn to drama, it's likely crossed your path. It's important to recognize that drama is toxic. It drains our energy and can leave us feeling emotionally overwhelmed. The ancient philosophers, such as Epicurus and Marcus Aurelius, offered a timeless solution. Avoid seeking out drama altogether. They emphasize that we have the power to choose our responses to conflict and negativity. As Epicurus wisely noted, if someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. This insight reminds us that we can control how much drama affects us. So, how can we break free from the drama cycle and cultivate a more peaceful, harmonious life? Firstly, choose your battles wisely. Not every disagreement needs to escalate into a fight. Ask yourself if the issue is truly important and whether it will matter in the long run. Sometimes letting go of minor conflicts can preserve your peace of mind. Secondly, set boundaries. Protect yourself from drama queens and energy vampires by establishing clear boundaries. Limit your exposure to toxic people and prioritize relationships that nurture positivity and mutual respect. Thirdly, practice detachment. This doesn't mean being indifferent. Rather, it involves not getting emotionally entangled in other people's drama. Remember, you can't control their behavior, but you can control your response to it. Fourthly, focus on the positive aspects of life. Instead of dwelling on negativity and conflict, spend time with supportive people who uplift you. Engage in activities that bring you joy and cultivate a sense of gratitude for the good things in your life. Lastly, seek resolution, not revenge. When faced with unavoidable conflict, aim for constructive dialogue and solutions that benefit everyone involved. Communication, empathy, and compromise can often diffuse drama before it escalates. In conclusion, life is too precious to waste on unnecessary drama. By consciously choosing your battles, setting boundaries, practicing detachment, focusing on positivity, and seeking resolution, you can cultivate a more serene and fulfilling life. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, choose to prioritize peace and joy over unnecessary conflict and drama. 8. Fear is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Let's dive into the complex terrain of fear, not the healthy caution that keeps us safe from physical dangers, but the insidious, irrational fear that holds us back in life. This type of fear isn't just about being cautious. It's about feeling paralyzed by imagined worst-case scenarios, plagued by self-doubt, and hesitant to step beyond our comfort zones. It whispers doubts in our ears, paints bleak pictures in our minds, and convinces us that we're not capable, smart enough, or brave enough to pursue our ambitions and dreams. As Seneca wisely observed, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality, pinpointing how fear distorts our perceptions and creates illusions that constrain us. Moreover, fear can be a self-fulfilling prophecy. When we internalize our fears, they shape our behaviors, causing us to avoid risks, shrink from challenges, and sabotage our own efforts out of anticipation of failure or rejection. Henry Ford's famous adage, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right," succinctly encapsulates how our beliefs about ourselves profoundly influence our actions and outcomes. To break free from the grip of fear and rewrite our narrative, we must embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. It begins with identifying our fears, getting specific about what exactly we're afraid of. Whether it's the fear of failure in a career move, rejection in relationships, or the unknown in pursuing a passion. Once identified, we can challenge these fears by questioning their validity, examining the evidence that supports them, and considering alternative, more empowering perspectives. Grounding ourselves in the present moment is another crucial step in managing fear. Fear often thrives on anticipation of future outcomes or dwelling on past failures. Practices like mindfulness meditation or deep breathing help us stay anchored in the present, reducing anxiety and allowing us to approach challenges with clarity and calmness. Taking action, even small steps, is pivotal in overcoming fear. Action builds momentum and confidence, demonstrating to ourselves that we are capable of more than we initially believed. Seeking support from friends, family, mentors, or therapists who provide encouragement, guidance, and a safe space to express our fears and aspirations can also be transformative. In real-world scenarios, these principles come alive. Whether it's facing the fear of public speaking by gradually increasing exposure, applying for jobs despite the fear of rejection, or launching a business venture with calculated risks, each step forward is a testament to our resilience and determination to transcend fear. Ultimately, by embracing these strategies, questioning our fears, staying present, taking action, and seeking support, we can dismantle the barriers fear erects and step into a life defined by courage, growth, and fulfillment. As Nelson Mandela aptly said, "The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." This journey is about empowering ourselves to live boldly and authentically, free from the constraints of irrational fear and realizing our true potential. 9. Did that make you feel better? Let's delve into those moments when our emotions get the best of us, those instances when we lose our composure, react impulsively, or utter words we later regret. These emotional outbursts often leave us feeling drained, embarrassed, and questioning our actions. As humans, our emotional spectrum ranges widely from joy to anger, yet it's when these emotions overwhelm us that we tend to lash out or find ourselves stuck in negativity. Aristotle famously observed that anyone can feel anger, but mastering its appropriate expression is a skill that eludes many. To regain control and prevent these emotional meltdowns, it's essential to employ several strategies. First and foremost, hit the pause button when you sense emotions rising. Taking a deep breath and stepping back from the situation allows you to regain perspective and avoid reactive responses. Secondly, engage in a reality check by questioning the utility of your emotional reaction. Ask yourself if your response is conducive to resolving the situation, or if it aligns with your personal values and long-term goals. Often, emotional outbursts tend to exacerbate issues rather than resolve them. Another effective approach is to reframe the situation mentally. Instead of succumbing to emotional turmoil, look for humor, irony, or potential silver linings in the circumstances. This shift in perspective can help diffuse intense emotions and foster a more constructive outlook. Additionally, it's crucial to delve into the root causes of your emotional reactions. Are you feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or insecure? Understanding the underlying triggers can empower you to address them proactively and prevent future outbursts. Moreover, finding healthy outlets for expressing emotions is vital. Whether it's confiding in a friend, journaling your thoughts, exercising, or engaging in creative pursuits, these activities provide constructive channels for processing and releasing emotions. In everyday life, applying these principles means staying composed during traffic jams, taking breaks when feeling overwhelmed at work, or seeking understanding and resolution in family disagreements. Ultimately, while emotional outbursts are a natural part of being human, managing them effectively through deliberate pause, thoughtful perspective, and healthy outlets empowers us to respond to challenges with grace and composure. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca aptly noted, the greatest remedy for anger is delay. Embracing these practices not only enhances our emotional intelligence but also cultivates resilience and fosters healthier relationships in both personal and professional spheres. Final thoughts: this journey is about progress, not perfection. It takes time, practice, and plenty of self-compassion, but trust me, the rewards are immense. As you apply these Stoic principles to your life, you'll experience a profound shift. You'll feel more serene, grounded, and empowered. Challenges will transform into opportunities, setbacks into valuable lessons, and life itself into a magnificent adventure. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep evolving. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, stay stoic, my friends. If you found today's discussion inspiring, I invite you to watch one of the suggested videos on the screen to dive even deeper into the wisdom of Stoicism. Thank you for being a part of Stoic Becoming. Together, let's continue to discover the timeless insights that help us lead more meaningful lives.